So I've recently been exploring how to kind of do motion capture, on the cheap, and doing the face stuff. I have gone with this app on the iPhone, and this makes an FBX file and records a WAV file on the iPhone that you can then email to yourself, and it works really well. So I'll just share. This is a test to see how good this thing is. So yeah, you can see it works. But I'm not using it just as, it's really great that it saves the FBX, albeit it's a version that Blender can't load. It's like, this is the problem with the FBX, is that they update the version. So I had to open it in Modo and save out the FBX again. But they also, I think there's a free version that only does like 5 seconds, but the pro version saves out a text file that this, because I'm not just using this data, I'm actually using the Faceit automatic rigging, where it sort of simplifies rigging faces. I can't really show that because that's on the actual project that I'm working on. But this allows you to load the text file that the FaceCap app generates, so you don't need to load the FBX, albeit that the text file doesn't have the head rotation. Anyway, but the whole point is, I sort of discovered this kind of interesting thing, because you can actually live stream from the iPhone into Blender onto this face, or onto the Faceit rig, and it uses this thing called Open Sound Control, which is basically MIDI that goes over a network. So that allows you to stream what's going on with the face into Blender. So let me just show you which one is it. So we've got the Faceit. So this is the actual cost of it. It's not that cheap. But it's well worth it. I bought it just because it's such a time saver. Where's the pricing? I can't find the price. There we go, the price. So that's sort of how I'm planning to do the face, is to use the FaceCap app and then transfer the data onto the Faceit rig. But as I said, I was kind of interested that you could do it live, but to do so, you can actually stream MIDI in live into Blender and use it to control things, or you can use this open sound control protocol, which you can have an app on your iPhone, this company makes, Touch OSC. Yeah, and that gives you like a sort of Star Trek type interface which you can actually design your own interfaces, and then you can assign these in Blender so that they drive different channels. So that's what that's all about. And but to do that, you need to have, there's 3 bits of software. Obviously, you need the software on the App Store. You need to get this. It works on Android as well, and then you need to install the Bridge software on your machine, on your PC or Mac, and then you need the add-on, the Blender add-on that allows it to receive MIDI or the Open Sound Control protocol. And then that allows you, there is quite a lot of setups, but when you get it to work, I was having loads of problems initially because I was fiddling around, because you have to put in your machine's, your computer's IP address, and I was putting it in the wrong place and stuff. But so all you need to do is check that out, that the input, that it can receive stuff, and leave that as 000 on the OSC settings there, and then on the when you add the plugin, you'll get two new tabs. And on the first tab, you have to set the OSC config to your machine, your computer, and the port number, and check that. And if you want to send information back to your iPhone, so it updates the sliders, you need to put the iPhone's address and the port number, and they both have to be on the same network. And then once you've done that, is you can right-click on any object, on any of the sliders or whatever, and then you just go create real-time route, and that will then connect it to connect the object a channel, and when it calls channels, it doesn't give you X, Y, Z. So you've got the path, which is the location, is 0, 1, 2, 3, which is X, Y, Z. That's how the index works, and then you also have to set the thing to receive and record if you want to hit record and have the keys recorded in real time when you press play. So it's a kind of way of doing motion capture basically, and it works surprisingly well. And then I thought, well, can we not get the Vive in there? Is there no open VR to open sound control protocol? And then effectively that's how sort of budget VR motion capture is done today, which is kind of, and so there's a program that I've been looking at to buy for ages, and now this gives me the perfect excuse. Is this one here, and if you look right down the very bottom, it can stream to the open sound control protocol, so that can stream into Blender. But this is actually a great program just for recording what your Vive trackers and stuff are doing. But the fact that you can actually stream it live into Blender is great, because it means you can have a IK Puppet rig and be able to make it move about in real time, which is pretty cool. So I think I'm going to buy this, and then that will allow me. And then effectively each Vive puck and Vive tracker can be like an IK end effector effectively, which will then hopefully drive the puppet. So yeah, I'm definitely so I need to buy some. I mean, I already have the VR set up, so and then I think I'll just record the iPhone stuff locally and not stream that in. It doesn't really need to be live, I don't think. It's just so as long as it's synced, so I have to do like a clap or something. But that's it. So it's a bit jerry-rigged in places, that this whole idea. I mean, obviously you could get a Coco suit at $5,000 or whatever, maybe a bit more turnkey. But I have the Vive stuff set up, so to buy a few more Vive trackers and then just buy this software and record all the motion capture in the software, or possibly stream it into Blender and record it there. That's because obviously you don't have the puppet, you don't see the puppet in this software, you only see it in Blender. So that's the plan. And because someone's paying me to figure all this out, yeah, I can suddenly have a reason to actually go out and buy the stuff now. So yeah. Anyway, I'll let you know how I get on. It's looking, as I say, pretty promising in that I've got a way of doing the face, and I've got a way of streaming open sound control stuff into Blender, and I've got it to work. And I was even thinking of building like a Waldo, like a digital puppet handle, which I could put my hand in, which would have a load of potentiometers or maybe Hall effect sensors, being a bit more robust, possibly, to basically stream my hand puppeting into the computer. So that was kind of an interesting idea, and that seems pretty doable. Okay, I'm going to stop my rambling, but I thought it was an interesting idea, and I'm sorry there's not very much to show other than links and that my silly head talking. But yeah, I mean, I really initially wanted to get it. I've seen other people manage to do it, to get it to feed, from the iPhone directly live into Blender. But I'm really more kind of interested in, can I get the Vive handles moving around in Blender, and with that program, which is, wasn't that expensive, is it? It was buy now. Where's the thing? Okay, so 100. It's not too bad at all, really. I mean, it's considerably cheaper than $5,000 or whatever proper motion capture. I mean, obviously I have to buy the pucks, and each one of those is like $300. So, and I really need three more, so that's $900. Plus that, so yeah, we're talking over $1,000. But I think for what I need, it should work. And yeah, okay, that's it. I'll just stop the video now.